Hey kids, what's happening? I'm gonna have to multitask today, okay? In other words, I want to get a video out of this, but I gotta do some work too. I've been working most of the day. I've got the yard pretty well mowed, except for like over here where it's too wet and it's swampy, and then in the back I had 3 trees that had fallen down in the yard, the dead ash trees. So this morning I cut all those up. I hauled them to the wood pile. I had another dead ash that hadn't fallen, but it was leaning right over where I'm going to put my garden in. And I thought, man, I better cut that up before it falls on my garden and destroys all of my hard work. So I cut that up and took care of that this morning too. Getting ready to till the garden, but you know, I've got some maintenance to do on the tiller. I think this one tire, it seems like it's pretty low, so I'm gonna have to get some air in it. I'm gonna check the oil and stuff, and then I'm gonna go over and grind up the garden. But you know, when I'm toiling and working in the yard, I'm always thinking too. You know, my mind's always spinning. Who's to blame when you're out on the road? Is it the CAGERS or is it the bikers? Because I hear a lot of negative stuff about the bikers out there. You know, well, it's the bikers' fault if they wouldn't drive like crazy idiots. You know, the bikers are the ones splitting lanes. The bikers are the ones doing the wheelies and on and so forth. But as bikers, you know, I mean, I look at myself. Let me talk about myself for a minute. When I get on the motorcycle and I go out on the road, I am very confident. I have no fear, and it's not that I'm super brave or anything. It's just the fact that I have confidence in my machine, and I know how to operate the machine very well, and I feel very comfortable on the machine. I can handle it perfectly without any problems, and if there were no other cars on the road, there probably wouldn't be any motorcycle accidents, period. Because a lot of the accidents are caused between motorcycles and vehicles. Now, I grant you there are a few. I've seen pictures of or videos of guys that going a little too fast and bad things happen. And yeah, that's on you. That's on you if you're going to play those kind of games. You got a death wish if you want to play on a motorcycle that way. For Mother's Day, I drove into Youngstown from here, which is about an hour and a half drive due east on I-76. And as I was in Akron, Ohio, which is not a huge city by any means. It's the rubber capital where the Goodyear tires came from. Akron, Ohio. The Goodyear blimp, Akron, Ohio. But anyway, the traffic was moderate. I wouldn't say it was heavy, but it was probably moderate traffic. And I heard the guy coming behind me, you know, wee. I look at my mirror, and before I could look ahead, he passes me. Had to be going well over 100 miles an hour on a crotch rocket. You know, he's all hunkered down like that, you know, not even in a comfortable position, pretty much on a racing bike and racing on a congested road with lots of traffic. And right away my heart sunk. I thought, that guy's gonna die. You know, he might not die today, but he's gonna die on the motorcycle if he continues to ride that way. Because it's just not cool, you know, not cool at all. But I feel very comfortable on my machine, and I'm not going to ride like that. You won't see me going 100 miles an hour. You won't see me splitting lanes, cutting in and out of traffic, driving crazy. No, I tend straight to the traffic laws. I follow the speed limits. I take my time, and I just enjoy the ride. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at the statistics, really, and I haven't done that because I just mulling these things over in my head, you know. But it seems like there's a lot of accidents caused by the vehicles more than the motorcycles. So I think I can speak for all of you bikers that ride motorcycles. I think we all feel the same. We have the confidence and the skill and the comfort level to ride a motorcycle. And like I said, if there was no other vehicles on the road, it would be a perfect world, wouldn't it? But with the other motor vehicles on the road, now it becomes a real big concern of mine. You know, I have to have eyes in 360. I have to always be alert all the way around. There's no place for riding a motorcycle without concentrating on what you're doing. As soon as you lose that focus, that's when bad things can happen. So, you know, like I said, you go out there, yeah, is it scary? I don't think it's scary, but I think it's concerning. I have to watch other drivers on the road. They say motorcycles are hard to see. I don't know. My motorcycle's loud. I've got 3 headlights, LED, that are very bright. I've got turn signals that flash just like a car. A windshield, a windscreen, you know. So I think a lot of people are just not focusing anymore. And we know how that goes. With the development of the cell phone, yeah, people want to drive and they want to not only drive, but they want to yak on their phone while they're driving, and it takes their attention away from the road. A motorcyclist cannot talk on the phone and drive at the same time unless you have some Bluetooth thing, okay? Then you could probably do it with a mic and a full face helmet. I couldn't do it on my bike. Well, maybe I could. I don't know. I've never tried, and I wouldn't try, because even talking on the phone takes your concentration away from driving. But so many times, I mean, not everybody has Bluetooth. I mean, I have Bluetooth in my truck, which means that I can drive the truck with both hands on the wheel. I can keep my focus on the road, and there's a little mic up here on the ceiling of my truck, and I can talk, and whoever I'm talking to, their voice comes out over the truck speakers. So I don't have to mess with the phone. I don't have to hold the phone up to my head with one hand and try to drive with the other. It makes it a lot more safer. Not everybody has that technology, though. You know, I'm seeing people going down the road, driving with one hand, talking on their phone. But worse yet, you know, and you've seen them too, all the time, people driving and texting while they're driving. Stuff doesn't work. Well, I think that's enough of my musings for now. I need to get busy. The sun's going down. It's 80 degrees today. I thought I would do this in the evening when it's cooler. Still pretty sticky though, and this is a pretty rough job fighting this thing. This is a small tiller. They come smaller than this. I need a bigger tiller, you know, to tell you the truth. This will get the job done, but it's a workhorse. It'll beat me up. So I'm gonna get busy. I'm gonna finish checking the oil, get some air in the tires, and make sure it's ready to go. And then I'm gonna head over to the garden and start chewing up some dirt. if I made that look easy, I sure fooled you. That's work, but you know, it has a good payoff because we're going to have some tomatoes this year. We're going to have some zucchini, some squash, some other veggies. The garden is always fun once you get it going. Well, once you reap the harvest, that's the fun part. Thanks for watching today, cats. I appreciate you coming along with me and listening to me rant and watching me work the yard a little bit, turn the dirt. Appreciate your company. If you haven't yet, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. I'd love to have you join us. Till next time, cats. I'll catch you later.